Hello everyone, this is Roman. I want to show you today some nice update I make with MagicGravity. This is now very nice and I fix stuff. It's not calculate everything. Less object take and all this stuff. For example, in Node version is take also all this stuff here. Is take some other. No need to take all the objects. So this is a slow down the calculation and all this stuff. But okay, now I make and fix and it looks like amazing. So let's make some new here stuff. So let's make a flow. Let's make a sphere. Just click, you see it's working nice. Let's make undo. Now let's make a clone and put here. Okay, in the old version, the Magic Gravity is working when you click the clone. But in new version now, if you select the children here and you click, you see it's nice working. The other new is when I make another clone and put here, now I have, you see, another clone inside of the clone. So the old version is doesn't work. Now it's working nice. So I select my sphere and I click. And now you need to, because the local calculation happen, and now it's working. You see, very nice. Okay, let's make undo, something I want to show you. If I select the clone and I click, basically it's take only the first cylinder, so you don't have these results. But if you want to have all the sphere, you need to select only the sphere cylinder and click. So this is the first new. You can see it's very nice. The other new is now is take all the objects. For example, it can take other plugin use some object inside. Let's say, for example, I have array here. Okay, let's make also sphere. In the old version, this is doesn't work now. If I click, it's working nice. Okay, and also to see what I mean. So you see now it's working. Also, you notice it's make a static dynamic here because you need to keep all the object position, rotation, scale you use. Okay, so let's remove this now. And also it's working even with the object if you want, something like this. It's very nice. And again, if you want to take all the sphere, you need to select the sphere and now you have all. So this is how you like to work with the plugin. Okay, now the other new I want to show you is I make off the shift when you hold and click. This is basis is ignore the limitation, but now if you hold the shift and you click, you get a menu. And this I done because you can do very nice stuff with this plugin, and I can do all shortcuts, so I make a menu so you can do like you want. As you can see here, I have more dynamic limit, rotation, force, and all this stuff. So let's make, for example, again a clone, and let's make a sphere and put here. Uh, let's make this, okay, something like this. Make this bigger. Okay, now let's make a new force, for example. Let's make a here in the let's make a wind force. Okay, let's do this 200 like this. Okay, let's select the clone and click. This time I click this here button. I don't click the Magic Gravity icon because this take all these options. So let's click and see what happened. So now you notice my sphere is going here because I have force air. But if you want to ignore the force now, you can just off this and now you see it's falling. And like this you can ignore. That is the limitation rotation like the other one is working if you hold the shift. This is I use like now in menu. Then I think is a more dynamic box and animation. Okay, so let's show you so this. So let's make a cube. Let's make a torus. Okay, so now if I use mesh and I click, you see my torus is done through the cube. But if I use now animation and I click, you see now it's through. And if I click the box, this is for example, if you use it's take basically the box of the same. For example, you have a sphere. Now this is take the around of the sphere. He use collision like box. Okay. Now I will show you these options here. Okay, so to show you these options, basically it's working with animation. So let's make a cube. Let's keyframe this. Okay, let's make another cube here. Okay, let's click. Okay, so now let's select the cube here and click. Now you can see this because it use animation is push this cube. But if you want to ignore this, you can make like off. So this is now static. Basically, is remove the animation and his use like static. But if you want to skip, basically skip the dynamics. So you can see here now is make the animation and he skip this one. Okay, why I show you this now? Okay, let's make this a little bit bigger. Okay, so let's make another cube or maybe a sphere if that's change. Okay, let's use like before, like original. Let's select the sphere and click. So if you see now the sphere is going here because this is moving, it's half dynamic, and the sphere is falling, and after that is make calculation. That's why you see the sphere here. But if you want to use this like just I remove the animation, I make off and I select the sphere, and just I click, and now you can see my sphere stays nice. But if you want also to ignore this, just you skip. So the sphere is ignore this, you see, like this is working. So like this you can use like you want your calculation. And also you have the box again. So this is if you have something, um, okay, let's make for example a pyramid. Okay, let's make this bigger. Okay, so if I click, because now this is like box stay, but if you use mesh, okay, you see I have a little rotation. You see now it's falling, but you use box, it stay. And if you use static, this is when you're working for inside mesh, like room in this stuff. So let's show you also this. Okay, let's remove everything. Let's make a cube. Let's make this bigger. I'll make a little bit, just to give it the thickness. Okay, go now inside. Okay, let's make a cube again. Okay, here's my cube. Now I'm inside to the object. And when I click now, okay, let's use original like before. You see the cube. Okay, I need to remove the flow also. Okay, when I click the cube now, you see the cube is through. But if you want to ignore this, just use static and now it's working. And the last thing is the frame and the scale. Okay, so this is basically is the dynamics calculation and how many frames you want this stuff. For example, okay, let's make another here exam. Okay, so let's make this. Okay, and put here and just click, and now you can see the cube is full, is through, and let's make this. Okay, now let's say I want a little frame. Let's say I want only one. Okay, this is a, let's try 5, and now you can see it's not make a calculation, so that's why. And I can click and I click, and you see. So like this, you have the frames, and now you have the scale here. So if I use 100, for example, you have very slow, you see. And also if I make more frames, like this, you can use like the step and the scale of the animation, of the scale of the dynamics. And like this, you can work how you like, and you can make the skin you like. Okay, so this is the old updates I make. I think now the plugins make more powerful, you have more control, and you can make more nice tap dynamic snapping very nice and easy. You see how fast you can work to make some skin interesting. So thank you for watching this video and more plugins coming soon.